Yes, my beautiful business partner, we are live. What?
Yeah.
Look, look, you guys, you are so looking good.
Thank
Hello,
you.
Rebecca.
Thank you. Hello. Hello, Claire. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice meeting you guys internationally. Oh my God, I can't handle my excitement. Who is excited like me?
Yes.
Yeah, we are
Yes,
all excited.
yeah, happy Saturday, guys. Thank you so much for your time, love, and support. I really appreciate. I know the time difference is so hard to us, but as we know, our community is full of love and support. We can't give up on each other. I truly thank you. Hello, my beautiful viewers all over the world who is gonna watch this alive and who is gonna watch this as a replay. I really thank you for your love and support as well. My name I'm called Kovsinge Claire, original from Uganda. I live here in Sweden. I'm a mother of two boys and as my professional and a digital business owner plus proud mentor. Today I have come with my beautiful and handsome business partner from the country you have seen. I have America, I have Australia, I have Brazil. Guys, this is the proof that we are international. Where are you living? Do you have some friends all over? This is the line you should join us. So, my beautiful people, I would like to say I'm gonna send a picture, a question here, one by one. I would like to introduce to our viewers and yeah, tell us who is Rebecca, the beautiful face we are seeing there.
Hello, viewers. Yeah, thank you so much, Claire. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad to be part of this after it's evening or 6 p.m. here in Australia. I'm so glad to be part of the live. So yes, I'm Rebecca. I'm originally from Ghana. I'm here in Perth. We've been in Perth, Australia for 10 years now.
Mhm.
I've got three beautiful children, two girls and a boy under the ages of 10. And I'm a registered nurse and I'm also digital business owner and a mentor. So I mentor people to get onto the online space. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for that introduction. People, you have heard. There is nothing you can say, I can't do this. You have heard. She is not that person who doesn't have something to do, but she is doing this aside. What are you waiting for? So let's go to our brother. Tell us, who's the handsome guy we are looking here on my stage?
Thanks, Claire, for invitations. Viewers, let me just give some brief information about myself. I'm Mainul. I was born and raised in Bangladesh, where I'm currently located, but I had studied, lived, and worked in Germany and Australia as well. I did my master's in Germany in biology, biotechnology, and PhD in Australia. I'm also a permanent resident of Australia. I am a husband, a father of a baby girl, and a digital business mentor. So I help people like Claire and all of my other business partners here to enable them run a digital business from a time and place of their own choice.
Thank you so much for that introduction. How's the beautiful baby girl? I see you're proud of being a father. I know the feeling. Oh, my
Yes, yes.
beautiful. Oh, that's
Yeah,
so
thanks for
nice.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my God. So I would like to ask my beautiful Tabitha, who is Tabitha? Let's hear from Tabitha.
Hello, everyone. It is 6 a.m. where I am. I'm in the
Oh,
USA. I'm originally from Georgia and I currently live in South Carolina. I am a wife, a mom of three boys under the age of 7. I'm a family nurse practitioner by profession and a digital business owner and mentor. Like everyone else here, today I help mentor others to leverage the online space to start their own digital business so they can spend more time doing things that they love to do. And I'm very happy to be here with all of you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. It's 6 in the morning. Oh, this is the time where everyone feels like I can't get out from the bed, but you're here. Thank you so much for that effort and love. Guys, give yourself excuses. We are here to help you. You don't have to sweet beg. You have to get up and chase your dream. Don't wait your dream to chase you. Okay? So as you know, we are busy. We have to do this so quickly as we know the time difference. We are now. Let me get this question here. I will start with Rebecca. Rebecca, why is it very important to watch our webinar, which is free? What would you say to anyone who is interested to join our business but they don't want to watch our webinar? How is it important to start with the webinar?
Yeah, thank you, Claire. So our webinar, it's a very crucial part of this business. So it's the I would say if you want to know something, and there's a free information provided for you to just have be introduced to the business, because when you want to do something, especially when you want to build a business, it's not just a job that you can go in and go out. It's a business. It takes some investment, it takes some time, it takes a lot of things. So you can't just jump into a business without knowing a lot about it. And I know that most people will not just jump into a business without knowing about it, and that's why we provide this webinar. So if people are interested and they want to know about the business, most people will say, "Oh, tell me about it. Just tell me. Why can't you just tell me in few words? What it's a lot. We can't tell you in few words. We will miss something. And that's why the expert have put this webinar together. I didn't put the webinar together myself, neither did any of you. We have experts who have done their research, the market research. They know what's going on in all the areas that we are dealing with. We have 5 streams of income that that's accessible to anyone who comes to our platform to use. And the way that we work, our business model and the details, I mean, I won't say all the details, but introduction to what the module is all about, what we do, how we get our commissions, things like that. Everything is in the webinar. And I can't just tell someone within 5 minutes phone call. And the whole idea of a digital business is so that you do things online. So if we have to chase people or we have to be calling people to tell them, about their business, we're going to spend too much time on the phone calling people and telling them about their business. And we might not be able to get the whole information to them because we are all busy. We are all parents here. We're all busy. So when we have something online for you to access, and even though it's 90 minutes, so you can imagine 90 minutes versus a phone call. We can't be talking on the phone for 90 minutes for me to explain everything to you. You might be busy, you might be distracted, I might be busy, I might be distracted, I might miss a thing or two. But when you have the webinar available, it's there for you. Once you register for the webinar, it's there for you. The 90 minutes, you don't have to sit there the whole 90 minutes to watch it. You can break it up because we know everyone is busy. You can break it up into 3 or however little chunks that you want. And whilst you are busy going about your business at home, cleaning or cooking, you can be listening to the webinar. So we always say it's very important you listen to the webinar. That we all had to do that before we got to where we are. Because what we say in this business is if you miss a step, you will always have to go back. You always have to go back. So there is some information in the webinar that you need to be able to take that first action, to come into the community. So if you don't know that, then when you come, you'll be asking so many questions, and everyone will know, your mentors, your coaches will know that you did not watch the webinar. Because if you had watched the webinar, I always tell people when they ask me questions like, did you watch the webinar? Because all the questions you're asking me are in the webinar, they've been answered. So if you watch the webinar fully, we will know. We have watched the webinar because we had to. So we will know. So if you ask a question, and we will know that you haven't watched the webinar. And really, we don't want you to rush into this. It's a very big decision to invest into this. It's a business. I always say we don't want you to rush into it. Neither do we want you to come in blindly and then you get to a point and you blame your mentor or your coach that, why didn't you tell me this? Why didn't you tell me that? That's why we have this webinar. It's really important. The first step for anyone is to get the webinar. Watch the full webinar. Write down your questions. If you have any questions, come back to us and then we will work and answer your questions. But if you haven't watched the webinar, even if we are trying to answer your question, you will still not understand because you haven't watched the webinar. So it's really, really very critical that you watch the webinar. And as
Thank
you
you.
said, it's free of charge. It's free. So, I mean, you don't lose anything. All you lose is your time, but you haven't lost it. You are actually investing that time. You are investing that time. So if you can watch the webinar, then we know you mean business and we can, continue with you.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. You have said it all because it is a lot of information, and no one can really be like the way it has been arranged in the video. I might miss that exactly what you gonna be wondering about. But if you watch it by yourself, it will be so clear. You can note everything you have not got it. You come back to anyone you have watched the webinar from, and they highlight more because for them they have an experience. They know what you're asking and they know how to answer you. Thank you so much for that answer. So I would like to ask my brother, how can you tell the people who doesn't want, what is your idea about that?
Thanks very much for asking the question. So, I mean, to start a new journey, people often, whenever, I mean, they first have to have a strong why, they have to have a strong reason. Now, once I mean, most of the people, they're underemployed or overworked or underpaid, or they are missing out on family time. Now they're looking for a solution. Often people have a false kind of imagination come to the online space, and they can find something that is going to give them like really, really, I mean, big results overnight, and they can earn a lot of money, and with very minimum effort. So what I want the people, want to tell the people that if you want to start a journey and in the online space, first of all you need to gather some knowledge. And obviously I can give some brief information, but as Rebecca pointed out, that we can't really talk with somebody like 90 minutes. So it's good them to watch the webinar. It's a lot of effort actually on our end, and it's also free, because many people, the first thing, hey, do I have to start a business, and then do I have to actually often people think they're a business actually without any investment or something like that, but and then they are going to get a lot of money also at the end of the day. So those are not realistic expectations. So what I'm saying, that at least the webinar is free, and somebody can watch as many episodes as they want. The first part describes the business model. We deliver, I mean, the 3 pillars of success in any business, not just online business. That is the right audience, the right product, the right audience, and the right way of marketing. So we do teach those sort of things. And then at the next part of the webinar, they see live testimonials from people from just like them, who are just regular people, and they had a strong why. They jumped in space, wrote the training, they were plugged into the system, and they got results in due course, right? And different people got results in different situations. But what this actually creates confidence. When I watched the wing, if I mean, many of you know that, I think it was one of the very successful guys of our community. I think Dave Obizo, Awan Radwan was in that presentation back in 2019. So what I mean, the people from my community, they know these names. What I mean, now they're very, very successful, these people. But everybody started a journey on a given day, and they started in this particular business. You're not really starting from scratch. You have a plugged in system, you have a community, you get mentor and coach, and a lot more. And this is what the webinar actually teaches you. And maybe a lot of those stories would resonate with you. Okay, and you don't really have to be like extraordinary or I would say skills or background experience, or you don't need to be tech savvy. And this gives people confidence, and at the end of the day, what matters, taking action. And then that's what we are doing. We have a capacity of 3,000 people, and a lot of people take action on that note. Okay, so it's obviously not for everybody, but it's for a lot of them as well, and that's why we have become the best and the largest online business community.
Yes. Thank you so much, my brother. You have said it well. You have said it all. So I would like to ask my sister, brother, I know the feeling you got when you watched the first webinar. Tell people that feeling, they must test it. Why do you recommend them to watch the webinar?
I think the webinar is important for you to watch because everybody clicks on the link for some reason, right? Whether it's something that resonates with you from the person that you're watching, whether that's to have more time, to have more freedom, or whether you're just trying to generate some additional income. Something prompts you and makes you want to click on that webinar. So I feel like after doing so, I know for me at least, it wasn't enough for me for just to have a person tell me about this business. I appreciated the fact when they said, hey, there's a 90-minute webinar that you can watch that will explain everything about the business and walk you through exactly what we do. And when I watched it, I took my notes, I made my notes, and I wrote down any questions that I had, but it really did explain to me the business model and the plan. Everybody knows when you start a business, what do you have to have? You have to have a business plan. So the webinar itself walks you through your business plan for this online business to let you know exactly how the business functions. And I tell people they do a disservice because, anytime, at least for me, when I'm making a big decision, such as starting a business, I'm going to do my due diligence to make sure, this is the business for me. It resonates with me. I'm not skeptical about it, things like that. So watching the webinar typically helps with a lot of that, because it, like I said, it walks you through, it answers a lot of those questions that you would have otherwise if you didn't watch the webinar. I know everybody in today's age, we want things fast. It's like, okay, I'm going to start a business. I want to start it right now. I just click the link. Okay, let's start my business. And we all know it doesn't work like that. There is some work required. There is some time required on your end to actually get your business up and running in order for your business to be successful. I'm not going to say there aren't businesses out there where you just start it and you start it in 5 minutes, but the key is it successful? And with us and with this business, we want everyone to not only be able to start their own online business, but to be successful in it, and to thrive. That's why we're here to mentor you along the way to make sure you do the necessary steps so that you can be successful in your business. And like I said, the keyword, free. How many things do you get for free? Nowadays, people are charging you just to get information. This information that we're providing is at no cost. So what do you have to lose? You don't have to pay to watch the webinar. All you have to do is just sit down and set aside 90 minutes just to watch something that could potentially change your life for the better. So when people ask me, well, why do I need to watch the 90-minute webinar? I'm like, well, why wouldn't you want to watch something that could change your situation that you're in right now? I would love to. It would be a no-brainer for me to do that because, like I said, everyone clicks on the link for some reason. It's something that brought you to that site. So if there is something or even an inkling in your life that you feel like you want to change something, why not do the necessary steps to move forward to see if this could be something that could potentially change your life?
Thank you so much, Tabitha. You have said it well. So I myself, I will tell the people to watch our webinar. It is the first step you have to take if you want to start this online business and be successful. Well, because our webinar, it will give you the insight, it will give you that encouragement. You're going to see real people with real results. The good thing, we give you something to hold on. It's not other business. You just come in, you don't know if it's working. No one shows you it has worked for them. But for us, we welcome you with our testimony to give you assurance that where you are coming, people are making it. So you don't have to look around and start asking questions. Is it going to work? Has anyone done this and has anyone get anything from this? So that's the reason. If you want to get successful with this business, you have to go through our steps. You don't have to come with your only formula. We have our formula and it has been working for us. Everyone started from there. Now they are here testifying. So don't come with your rules. If you want to join us, you have to follow our rules because we want you to be successful. It has worked for us. It's gonna work for you too if you really follow. Thank you so much for our viewers for that. So I would like to shout for my viewers. Emma, thank you so much for watching in. She's watching from Fort Portal, Uganda, my country. Yay! And Elian also, she's watching from Australia. They are following
Rosie.
you. Thank you so much. So I would like to ask one question. As well, all we know, we must have a big why. What was your why, Tabitha? You pushed yourself, you said, I am working, I have my job, I'm not worried so much, but I need a side hustle. What was your why to put yourself on another side of working?
Yes. So as I stated before, I do work as a family nurse practitioner. Um, I have a fairly successful career. However, when I started having children, I knew that I wanted to be able to spend more time with my kids. So it went from, okay, how can I still be successful, but yet not at the cost of taking away time from me being with my children? So when I saw this business opportunity and I saw the flexibility that came with it, as far as allowing me to work online from anywhere, anytime, you know, and truly have passive income, as they say, earn while you sleep, that really intrigued me because, I can be at work and my business is running. I take my kids to the park, the business is still working. So my why primarily was my three little boys, because I know I don't want to be remembered as, okay, yeah, mom was great, but mom always had to work. Mom didn't make it to my soccer games. Mom didn't take me to the parks. I wanted to truly be able to invest that time in my kids and be there. So, they have those memories to cherish as time goes on. And so this is why I'm here running my own online business. And another reason is also generating generational wealth for them. Once they get older, this is something that they too can continue on and be successful with.
Thank you so much. You have said it all. It's a legacy. If you are doing something, you are having a professional job, remember that job, it is just for you. And even you, anytime they can replace you. So do something aside that you can call it yourself forever. My dear brother, I know your why is already your baby girl, but let's hear from you. What was your why made you start this business?
Thanks for. When I joined, then my baby girl wasn't there, so obviously it's strong right now. But let's talk about then. So I was doing a PhD. Obviously it's a hectic journey. I had to give a lot more hours while the payment is not good enough. So what I used to do, I used to work as a freelancer just for money, and I couldn't, because of the commitments in my school. I couldn't be able to work offline, like going to maybe a weekend on the restaurant, because that's our commitment that we be there. So it's been a very hectic. I used to work as a freelancer in Upwork. Switched my degree. I thought that I was looking for something, and during that time, luckily, the guy who I joined, or whose ad I saw, he was in the same state as I was in Tasmania, and he's united with me, because with one income, even if you have a job, and most of the time, what happens that people don't have a permanent position, good position. They're on a contract basis from one contract to another. There is always some stress on it. Okay. So you really need to put your different baskets. Okay. So meaning multiple of income is very important. And then just during the time also the COVID hit, so that's when I jumped into the online space. And then obviously my baby girl has gone, so obviously you guys are parents as well. So I don't need to ask my wife that, hey, she smiled for the first time today. I mean, she's just, I think, 70 days old now, 71 days actually. So I was able to there, and then she's now smiling, and I can be there. I do some work also, some scientific work also online. Um, what I mean, all my work is online and remote, but the business also gives me the flexibility, the freedom side and the place where I'll be working. And it's also about, I think this is a very powerful skill. Doesn't matter which background we come from, because is only going to get bigger from here. There'll be more and more people. And that's why with the big brands, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, you can name it, or the small businesses like, let's say, local restaurants or realtors or gymnasiums or solopreneurs like us, we are all having access to the same database, and we are taking advantage of the social media. So, and social media actually, I mean, is part and parcel of our life. So while we are spending a lot of time in social media, anyways, why not be able to run a business using the same platform and use the same time in more productively? Okay, and as Tabitha said, that we can leave it to our children, and that really also a very fascinating part of our business, that we are obviously going to pass away on a certain day, but this business is not our we there we are next to our next generation as well. So that's more or less my why.
Thank you so much, Brother Hassan. Rebecca, can we have a small clue? Why did you start this business in a quick
Yeah,
words?
thank you, Claire. So, like, some of us, most of us, our wives are really a common thing, like mutual. So, my main thing was work-life balance. So it wasn't necessarily just for the money, because as we are nurses. If we wanted to make extra money, we could just get extra shifts. We could get more nursing jobs. But the more I realized that the more hours or the more money I want to make, the more I stay away from my kids, because yes, there are so many nursing hours too, because we are always understaffed. So they always want you to do double shift, or even on your day off, they want to call you to come in. So if you are only after the money, you wouldn't have a work life balance. You wouldn't have a life. Some people don't have, I would say, a life, because they are always at work. You go there for a shift, they are there. You leave there before they leave, but they are always there. That is their life. But I can't live a life like that. I wanted a work life balance. So, knowing that I can do so many hours there, why would a nurse want to do a side hustle? People don't get it. But the main reason, my main why, was a work life balance. I've got three kids. Before I got married or before I had my kids, I would never even think about side hustle. I would just do double shift. I'll get all the hours. It was all about working and saving. But once you become a parent, things change. You are now a mother or a parent. That would be your first priority. Okay, career can come next. But how do I still generate income, or how do I still supplement my income so I can still spend time with my kids? Because now I am a mom. So that's my responsibility. How can I be there for my kids when my manager won't give me a day off to attend their activities? My kids, it goes to a point that when they get a flyer or something, an activity coming on at school, they won't even show it to me because they know mommy is always busy. Mommy won't attend. What's the point of showing it to mommy? You know, excuse me. And it affects our bond, it affects our relationship. And I felt guilty going to work, because yes, on one side, I'm working to get money to help them get whatever they want. But on the other side, they're missing their mom. They're missing all those things, especially on Mother's Day, when kids' mom come to the school and they pamper them and the kids just feel so happy. I have three kids, like I said, the first one is 10 years old. I've never attended any Mother's Day. Second one, never. The fourth one, the third one was when I got my light bulb was like, no, something has to change. So that was when I started looking into the online space that yes, if I want to do something else or reduce my nursing hours, then I need to find something else that will be flexible enough for me to be able to still be in my kids' life. So when I attended this last March was Mother's Day in Australia, and I attended. I was able because of my job, because I've reduced my hours totally. I can work anytime I want, and because of this business, it allowed me to be able to go to my kids' kindy and help them with the activities. And when he saw me, just the joy on his face, the smile, I was so I was happy to be there, but I was also so, I don't know, I got so emotional because he was so happy that mom has been able to come to my class on Mother's Day. And we celebrated, we did activities, we took photos, and you will see the other kids asking their teachers, is mom coming? Is mom coming? Mom is working. And that would have been me for my older girls, you understand? Because the mom is not there to see the reaction of their child. We are not there. We don't know what the emotions they go through. But the child is missing their mom. Like, why didn't my mom come? You know? And I am there, but I'm still emotional for those kids because their moms or their parents were not there. Yet they have mom, but sometimes we let our kids feel like they don't have moms because we are not in their lives. So my biggest why was my kids to be in their lives. For me to build memories because they are kids, they grow so fast, and I know that they will get to a point that they wouldn't need me so much in their lives, but I'll be able to have those memories already built. Kids wouldn't be kids all the life. Like we all grow up, so they will get to a time that they wouldn't need you that much, and you can do whatever. But now my priority is my kids. Whatever, it doesn't matter how many hours my boss give me, it doesn't matter what rate he gives me, my kids are my priority now. So my kids were the main reason for me getting there. And the amazing thing is that after many years, I've worked as a nurse for 14 years now, and there's nothing. I always say that it's like paying rent versus owning your own home. It doesn't matter how long I work, I can't pass it on to my kids. It doesn't matter how long I rent someone's house for. All the rent is gone. All my energy, all my skill set that I put into that person's work was to build their empire. Nothing I can transfer to my kids. I can't transfer my nursing to my kids. All the thing I've done, it doesn't matter what awards I was given, I can't transfer it to my kids. But with this business, slowly but surely, I'm building a legacy which I can leave on for my kids. So that's amazing. And that's my biggest one. My kids, getting a legacy for them and spending time with them.
Oh, thank you so much, Robert. I have seen you when you have talked to when you went to the school. You see other kids were going emotional. I can see your flashback, seeing the same thing was happening to your child. You say, oh my God, they have been going through that. That was making a heartbreak. Oh, that was so nice you managed. Thank God for our business. Guys, if you are going through something like this difficult in a different way, don't sit back and say, accept that it's not okay. We have found a way where things can be okay. To have said that, my why was actually I was tired of being tired. As a nurse, you work from 9 to 5. Maybe sometimes they drop you to continue. Someone has not come. I was tired of being tired, working so hard. At times, I could look at my check. I said, these people, they have cheated me. I worked I worked almost the whole month, but how can I get surgery? So I was now saying that I need to find something. When I found this business that I could start working smarter, not harder, and make things happen, I could not wait to waste any more time. So that was my why. Tired all the time. That was not the way I would like to end my life. So the last question, because we are busy people, I want to ask the question. What is the piece of advice you can tell anyone watching us or who is going to watch us later about their situation? How could they change it? What did they do? Because some people, they are full of skeptical, but their situation, it's not going to let them go because they are full of skeptical. What did you tell them, my brother? Can you first tell us?
Thanks for asking the question. I mean, obviously, starting any new journey, whether it's an online business, whether going to a new country, whether starting a new job, learning even a new recipe, if you're cooking, it gives you the butterfly in your stomach. So we get that thought is valid. We have been there. We were also skeptical. Okay, it's not that we are not skeptical, but that is that's why we hold a webinar. That's where you get educated. That's where you see real people. We're not hiding behind done this. If we are doing something that that was not lawful, or that is not. So what we're doing here actually is a taxable business, is a lawful business. Okay, and we work for ourselves. It's all of our business is under our own name, so we are the brands of our own businesses. So that if you be skeptical, if let fear rule over your hopes, then you are not going to be ever going to reach your goals where you want to be. So it's fine to take steps, but at the end of the day, you have to take your step. And that's what I mean. You have to have the faith to that this, if this system has worked for so many people like you, simply because, as I said in the webinar, they see that people are just like them, and everyday people, and they had the same journey when they were started, and then they got the results. So it probably is going to work for you. And we cannot really. That's what I also say, that we there is a disclaimer that this is not a get rich quick scheme. We plug you into a system where we do 90% of the task, sort of. You do only the 10%. And I can tell you, there is no other platform you're going to find out there that is even closer to our platform. I mean, so many members, and that provides so much value and values for your life. And as we have been saying, you can leave it to your next generation. So you have to take action, and you have to believe in yourself. That's what I would just say.
Thank you so much, brother, for that. Rebecca, I would like to tell people, what advice do you tell them? Because they want to have what you have said. Many people, they would like to have that moment to share their children, to do something they love, but they don't know how to go about it. Give them in a short, quick, because we are really busy. We have to rush to other things.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would say to them, just go for it. Once you have come to that point that you want something more, go for it. That is the right timing. Because you can't, some people are not ready. You have to force them. No, but once you know you are tired, like you said, you are tired of being tired. I was missing moment with my kids. We all have our right. So once you get to that point, you know that no, things has to change. I can't keep living my life like this. That is why this business, we are here sharing our journey so that we will inspire you. So once you have gotten to that moment and you say, no, I need to change the way things are going, take action. Follow up that feeling with action. Take action. Sign up for our webinar. That is the starting point. Get some information yourself. As we said before, the webinar is free. It costs you nothing. It costs you nothing. So yes, you might be searching for things to do. Add this business to one of the things you are searching, so that you add it to your things, your points, and find out about it. And like my brother said, this one offers you so many things. You won't be alone. It's so scary to start something by yourself. But this one, once you come in and with the webinar, the next step is that you pay a membership fee, which is only one off. It's only one off. Get that done. And once, even if you go to a gym, you pay a membership fee. So if you want to join a business platform that gives you access to a global community, gives you access to a coach, a mentor, gives you access to world-class training, full training with just one-off membership fee, and you will never be by yourself. If that is why you are scared, don't be scared, because we are here to help you. We are here to mentor you and help you. And you have the 24-hour global community from all areas. Every area is global. So it doesn't matter what time of the day you are in your area, your geographical zone, you can get someone to help you. So take a step, and then you follow it up. If you come to check it out and you think it doesn't suit you at this moment of your life, that's good. You just move on. At least you have checked. So check it out, and you will know that as we all check it out, we have not looked back. I know when you check it out, you won't look back.
Oh, thank you so much, Rebecca. I really can listen to you until tomorrow, but that time can't give me. Let me shout to my viewers. Oh, dear Josephine, thank you for watching. She's watching from your country, America. Yeah, local people. Oh, my dear Tabitha, I can see you, how you found a peace of mind. Advise some people, how can they find such a peace of mind you have found?
Well, first off, I tell everyone, especially if they're skeptical and initially they're just trying to figure out how many ways this business will not work for them, get out of your own way. Take yourself out of the equation, get out of your own way. Just like the quote says, the majority of success takes place outside of your comfort zone. So you're going to have to do something that you've never done before to get some results that you've never had before. And you can't be afraid, you can't be afraid to sit there and take a chance for yourself. I mean, look at all of us. How many of us have spent, over a decade investing our time and our energy into the success of another person, another company? If you've done that, then you can take 90 minutes to invest in yourself. And so that's all I have. Watch the webinar. Just watch the webinar. You will not be disappointed.
Thank you so much, my beautiful business partner. I will give the piece of advice from my side that everyone who sees that I am tired, you are not happy where you are, you deserve more, you want more, sorry, but you don't know where to start. We are welcoming you to our community. This business, you are not going to start from a scratch, because you might say, oh my God, I can't start all over. I have nothing, I don't know nothing. All the tools you need to start your business is available. And we are going to help you to build that tools. And on top of that, we have a powerful system where you're going to plug. It has been approved to work for everyone. You are not everyone? Yes, you are. So come, let's go together. Let's shine together. So, my dear, beautiful business partner, I can't thank you enough. I know how much you love me. I love your support. I love your, Jesus Christ, what can I say? Let me say one word. God bless you. That is the biggest thing I can tell. My beautiful viewers also who is going to watch later, I would like to say happy Friday, happy Saturday if you're in the night, if everything is okay. Watch the replay. If you want for more information, you can reach one of us. Look, NFS you feel like chemical with you, then you can touch on the webinar. You register with your name and email. You go, you watch the beautiful video. If you want more information, you can reach one of us to talk one by one. But I'm sure what you will see, it will give you even more information because you will see from many people telling their stories. Maybe one of the stories will be your situation where you are exactly. So that is the big step you should take. First, invest that 90 minutes. If you can't invest in 90 minutes, there is nothing you can invest yourself to change your life. Only to sit and cry and claim, oh, everything is not working. But have you made it to work? Have you tried? No. If you have not tried, give yourself a chance. Thank you so much, my beautiful business partner. I really appreciate your time. I would like to say you can say goodbye to our viewers and thank you for everyone who has been giving us support.
Thank you for having us, Claire. Bye, viewers.
Yes, thank you.
Bye, viewers.
Bye.
Happy weekend.